front. I make few corrections about this area. Then I put my rear wheel. Okay. The other wheel on the other side. Okay. And now, if I make a basic shape, okay, then of course I can, I can do that sort of back end that was done. Sorry, I'm late. Hey, Michel, pas souci, t'inquiète pas, ça va aller. Yeah, but Michel, I sometimes I start a little bit earlier, but you're right. I have to change at 17:30. You're right. So now we have both of them, okay, and we have to see whether they are fine. Okay, the one I'm doing here is fine, or I should make some changes. Okay, maybe more like that. Trying to take the real design, okay, then I have to go down with this like this. Now here, according to the sketch, we have a break line that creates that reflection, okay, same thing in this area, and then down here we have this opening that I will also do that this way. The only thing is this is too close. You see those two lines, they are too close together. Here it's almost coming to a point. So what do? I leave a little bit more space, so there is more surface space. Hey Sharma, ciao. So I guess I'm working on your sketch. Buon pomeriggio Edoardo, ciao. Okay, Sharma, I will go back. I will go back very quickly. Okay, then you can check, of course, the video from the beginning. But anyway, first of all, thank you very much for being here. It's 21 people now. That's great. 21 people. It's great. So put your like on the video if you want to. If you are new, subscribe. Here we sketch live cars. We correct your sketches and we talk about car design inside. So, dear Sharma, so as you can see your sketch, here was missing the rear wheel. You know that because we already talked about that via chat. The car overhang, the back overhang was too long. The background needed to go off the page to support better your subject. And then, of course, the car looked a little bit narrow, okay? So I made it wider, okay? And of course, that all this section, it's moving where I put the red line. And then the wheel, the front wheel need to be a little bit bigger, okay? And thicker the front wheel on the right because of its proportion and perspective. All right, so what did I do? I just took this and I made it a sort of resketched it, okay? Tracing it so that I can get my new silhouette, all right? And now that I have that, I'm watching it against the light, okay? So maybe you can see a little bit. I will do this way. Look what I do. Now, watching against the light at the opposite from the back, it shows all the mistakes, okay? So basically everything looks pretty good. Only the back section, this one, it looks like it's not correct. So I have to do this. You see, before it looked like this part was coming off like that. So I just made it more like that. And in my opinion, works better. Okay, so I turn off the other light unless it's gonna be strange reflections. Hey Sasaki, yes, this is a perspective check. You can do this way against the light. You see, you can see a little bit. And then when you look at this way your sketch, you will discover all the problems that your perspective or your drawing has. So that's a little trick that we learn in school, okay? And very often I always say to all my students, and many people don't know, of course, it's normal. Okay, so remember that. Now, what I will try to do, I will try to reproduce, okay, the same front design, okay, trying to get the right proportion with maybe a few modifications. Okay, as you can see already, this mouth, I tried to make a less blocky. You know, this is a little bit too much like I take a scissor and I just cut, you know, a cardboard, a piece of paper. So here it's a little bit more design. And then I think that we can imagine this front end. I will just do a little bit with my creativity, okay? I hope that it doesn't bother you. You see, if I do that, it looks kind of interesting. You know, it's starting to look a little bit sophisticated, so why not? And then I will change this section. I change it, you see, to make sure that I get like an opening here. That I do like that. Like the car, it's electric, you know, so we need a lot of air from the bottom and a little bit on the top, but not too much. Okay, good, Sharma, thanks. So now that I changed that section there, you see, I can imagine that here I have my super LED module, okay? So this part is dark. You see? So now we have a face. Look. It's okay. It's not super fantastic, but I think that if you compared both of them, you know, we can probably say that this one looks a little bit more sophisticated, more for an electric vehicle. Let's say that. Okay. So then I would like to do also another thing. This section you have here, it's very big here, that surface. I will make it a little bit shorter. And then I will get the hood section that will come from there directly to this point. so that it becomes a little bit more aerodynamic look, less flat, but more, more sporty also. Okay, so now you see the new section, and it's starting to look pretty good, I would say. Okay, so now let's go for the windshield. You see? Okay, I just moved the camera so that you can see better. To be honest, I made this car look more blockier because I wanted to make a muscle car. Okay, you know what? After I will change this, we'll make another one and I will try to make it more muscle car. But the problem is that this one, this way, it's not a really muscle car. I will show you a little trick to change the design and make it become more muscle car, okay? So don't worry. I will do it. I will do it. Okay. So now I put just a little bit of the reflection. Here. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing here is just that I am putting the tire a little bit inside the fender because this is, as we said, is steering wheel. It's steering tire. And now I'm just making the shadow, the cast shadow, to make sure that I have a good reference. This part is gonna be like that. All right, so it's coming out. You sometimes use a few anchor points in your drawings. Can you tell us a little more? Yes, Michelle, it's true. When I sketch, I know that those my anchor points, those are my references. So when I have to make a section that has to be round or more tense, I know those where I started, where I finished, basically. But sometimes I don't need that. For example, on this line, which is our belt line and character line, I can just go and make that curve feeling, feeling the surface. So it's really up to you, how you should master that thing. And then it comes also with the exercise of sketching. This is also something that we have to say. Sasaki, Are you going to paint by Copic? No, not this one. Not this one. Mishra, it gave more of a luxury car vibes with the kind of proportion shading. Keep practicing perspective, ocean lights. Thank you. We all learn from the feedback you get. Yeah, I understand. The fact that I made it really, shorter here, automatically, as you can see, it changes the proportions. But believe me, this is too long. In reality, this would be like 2 meters in the back. It's just too much. But the other one I will do, we will try to make it more muscle. Okay, promise. Then of course you have to understand that there is always my interpretation, and that's normal. Okay, I will do now all the shadow so that we can really see, we can block in. Okay, I can make this a little bit thicker. It's better. Okay, now it's starting to come out. Make my point. Reflection on the windshield. A little bit of core. Okay, and then here we have our reflection line. This one is in negative, so also this one will be in shadow. Okay, so now if I make my door cut, it should be around here, and the other one should be around here. Then I might have a little bit of chrome element here. I like this exchange between you guys. I really like it. Very good. Bravo. Then we can make a little bit of shading here so that we can understand better the shape, the overall shape. This is dark down here because it's in shadow. Okay, and then we can make your design for the wheel. So the center is there, okay? Wait just a second, please. It looks like there is a... I had few messages from WhatsApp, but it's not the moment for me to go and answer. And those messages keep arriving. Okay. Somebody of my friends that don't know that at this moment I am live. Not everybody is following my activities, you know. That's normal. Okay, so now that I have that, I can go and just put some color. I mean, some shading. And after that, after I did that, I will just add a little bit of shading according to the shape, okay? So that it's more, I would say, believable, but you can appreciate a little bit more the shape, the overall shape. Okay, you see? All right, now I would say that this is, you know, we can stop there. I just put my background, as I said before. We should do a background that goes all the way up. I would not bring the background until the ground. To be honest, Sharma, I would just like to take it from here like that, and you will see that it's better like that. I will show you. Okay, so let's try to make this nice like that so that we have the lines that are always in the same orientation. You know, don't forget the discipline on trying to do things correct without losing your patience, because we want to give a certain air of professionality. And now here at the bottom, what do? I make it a little bit darker. So I will create, you know, I will create a shading, you know, that it's going from dark to light, because that's the best way to push that detail. You see, and on the background, you can be creative. You can play with lines, shading, values. You know, you don't have just to make a black block of black marker, you know. Okay, once we did that, you can take a ruler, okay, and then we can clean up lines. For example, this one, and we just clean up that line, okay. Let's try to be always very parallel to the border of the paper, okay, like that, and then very perpendicular to the ground, of course. You see, it looks much better. It looks nice and clean now. Okay, so this is the first step, Sharma, just to show you how I would have cleaned up, you know, your sketch. Okay, so I hope you like it, even if you said that yours should have been more of a muscle car. Now let's make it a little bit muscle car. Okay, so I'll trace this again. All right, and we'll see what happens. Just a little correction here. Yeah, the little detail, you know, the little thing there. Okay, so now let's see. So now I have my sketch. I know that perspective is right. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Thank you very much. Thanks. So, you see, now let's say that this one has to become more like a muscle car. Okay? So, when we talk about muscle car, we talk about aggressive front end, very wide, you know, fenders in the front, in the back, some really scary air intakes, you know, maybe a spoiler, you know, a lower car. Basically, this is the DNA of a muscle car, okay? For example, Ford Mustang was a muscle car, you know. Some of the best designs of the American design, car design, like 60s, 70s, you know, they are known as muscle car. Okay, so first of all, I take again this type of front end, okay? Because I like it. But I will start changing few things. All right, so as you can see, the back, I already made a modification on the back. Michelle, with this gray rear panel, should we make a slightly darker part appear through the rear window? Not really, because here Here you have the real strong sky reflection, and that's killing everything. And here it's already gray, you see? So I wouldn't do that. I would just leave it the way it is. Unless too many details in 1 centimeter is too much. Okay? So the first thing I did, I take that wheel and I bring it outside. Okay? So I made it look wider. Okay. So here, make the wheel a little bit more turn, you know? Look, those changes are really making a big difference. Already that. Can you see how it looks already? The look, you know, the stance of the car is, it's already something, yeah? Then I take that line here and I bring it a little bit higher, okay? And here I take that fender, I bring it outside now. And that's how I do it. Look, that line, it's coming down. Why? Because the surface, it's coming out. You understand? The reflection, it will just get in there. The reflection here, it will be lower. Then I'll take my air intake and I move it in the back. Then I take the bottom part and I bring a little bit down, not too much, but I do it. And I take it like you know, kind of straight down. The wheel is gonna be thicker, just like Sharma made his sketch, you know. And then here also it's gonna be a lot thicker. Then I come down in the front, okay? And I make a little modification here. I make that hood a little bit more like a, I don't know, like a Ferrari, you know, more powerful. You see, with those two. Wait, sorry, I was sketching along, and I didn't realize that the camera was. Okay. All right. So this part here in the front, I will make it a little bit strong. And here I will open up, you know, sort of intake, air intake. So now you can see that this looks already like a muscle car. minor axis of back tire of the car is not completely vertical. Oh, hey, Mr. Shaw. Remember, minor axis, okay? In this case, minor axis, because it's steering wheel, it's steering, okay? They always go to the vanishing point. But with this perspective, because everything is parallel to the ground, you see, it's a perspective where everything is parallel to the ground, okay? The minor axis, it's horizontal, parallel to the ground, okay? Anyway, hey, Sergey Paul, ciao, love from here. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you. So, Mr. Shah, I suggest you strongly to go and check 3 videos that I just put online on this channel explaining how to draw wheels, okay? Because I think that's very important for you. After I explain, I'll just complete this and then I'll explain better. Just a second, please. Okay, so I just had to answer to a message on WhatsApp. All right, so now I can say that on top we can have our modules, you know, and down here our signature, light signature. Okay, we can have our logo in the center. We'll have our muscle hood here. Another opening in this area, one here, okay? All right, so now that we did that, hey Patil, ciao! Ciao Abhishek, how are you? Welcome back. Ciao Patricio, come estás? Happy New Year to you guys. I'm very happy to see you because some of those are my ex-online students. So, aficionados. Thank you. Okay, so I have my background here. All right. And then I can make, you know, my graphics. You see? Okay, so now if I compare those cars, you know, wait, I take my camera and I do that. Look. Can you see the difference between the two? Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you. Ciao, Prasad. How are you? Happy New Year to all of you guys. Hey, by the way, if you did not put yet the like, go there and put the like on this video. And just in case you want to offer me a coffee for all this beautiful free demo, you are welcome to hit the super sticker, super chat, super mom, super daddy, whatever button is down there, okay, to offer a coffee just in case you feel like doing it. Okay, so I just want to remember, if you are new, you can subscribe, okay, to this channel, of course, learn how to sketch together. But at the same time, you can become a member, okay. Today, this morning, I just shared for a member, the video, okay, the video of this week. So that was, the guy already saw it. I hope he liked it. Ciao Vatsal, Shapara, no, Sitapara, ciao. Ciao Kumar, how are you? Okay, Sharma, I'm very happy you can see the difference. Because this is the muscle car, okay? Now, if I put a little bit of my shading, okay? Just to give an idea. Look, I will show you. Then we can put a little bit of shadow here, because this is the section, you know, it's in shadow there. And then here there is a hole, we said. All right. Then here we can put our reflection on the glass. And then we put our reflection on the windshield. All right. Then the shadow. And the cast shadow in this area. You see? Now we have really the attitude of this car. I wish you a belated Happy New Year. Thank you, Prasad. Thanks. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm back live. Thank you. All right, so here we have, let me make a point. Okay, now there is one thing I would like to explain about the wheels, because I think that that our friend made a question, and to me it was a little bit scary. Hey, Mr. Shah, Syed, it's your question. I show you one thing, okay? So look very carefully. When we have a perspective like this one, look, this is the car, okay? And I am only turning the surface, the plate on which the car is, okay? So I don't change perspective. Side view, I just do this. You see? Like that. If I do that, you can see the wheel here, you can see the wheel here, you can see this one, you can see that one, okay? And this one, it's exactly this perspective here, okay? So basically we are on this plane, okay? And we are just turning the car on top of that plane. Ciao Kumar! I'm using a dark blue Polychromos Faber-Castell. The number is 157. 1 57. Faber Castell. Polychromos. Okay? It's this one. Okay, Shah. Perfect, Syed. Perfect. So now I will show you another context, okay? And then we will talk about the minor axis. So now what happens if I take this car, okay, and I turn it that way? Means that I take my plane, okay, and I tilt that plane like this, okay? E Ricks and Pigs, ciao Luciano, è sempre un grande piacere di dirti, molto informativo, grazie. Grazie a te, grazie, buon anno. Holy Striker, did a sketch just run now along with you? I didn't understand. Yeah, we did two sketches, this one and this one, okay? So far. Alright, so if I tilt that plane, okay, thank you, Patrick. I will go and check it out, okay? After this live, I will go and check it. I promise. All right, so what's gonna happen? Very simple. Those circles, they become ellipses, and the minor axis will go to that vanishing point that is down there. I show you. Look, I have my car, okay? That is like this. Then I have my cabin, okay? And then I have my wheels. And the axis of my wheels will follow the vanishing point that is here, very far, somewhere. Okay? So my ellipse for this view has to be made to make sure that your minor axis, okay, the minor axis is pointing to the vanishing point in front. This is 1 point. This is a 1 point perspective. Okay, tip up, top view. All right. So, Syed, this is very important. Please remember this. Okay, this is very important. This is the rule of the minor axis that is always going to the opposite vanishing point in top view. Now, what's going to happen when we are in 3/4 front? So now we said this, okay? Now, what happens if I do this? You see? Or that? As you can see, this is the 2-point perspective. 1 point is going there, and the other one is going down here somewhere, okay? So let's do this case, because as you can see, the ellipse here has a minor axis that is already pointing to that vanishing point, the opposite one. I'll explain, okay? So I have my car in perspective, okay? All right, this perspective. Great. So now let's do very basic, okay? Okay, so this is my car in perspective. Now, look what happens. Those are the lines of perspective, okay? And here we have left vanishing point, okay? Over there, somewhere. It's very far, but it is there. And all those lines, okay, they are following that one, okay? They all go in there. However, those lines here, for the perspective, they are going to the right vanishing point. Right vanishing point. And it is over there, somewhere, very far. Okay? It's like drawing a cube, okay? When I did the lesson on the cube, same thing. All right, so now we understand where are the vanishing points of our blocky car, right? Now we have to put the wheels. Okay, so remember always that when I take a color, wait, just a second, don't move. Don't move. I'm choosing a color, this one. When the side view of my car in perspective is onto the right, this is right, right? This is left, front, back. This is watching our sketch. This one, it is on our right. Okay, it's here. Right and left. Okay? So when it is on your right, your side, the vanishing point for your wheels will be minor axis, the opposite one, here. So, minor axis, they all go to the left vanishing point. You see? Did you get it? So Syed, it's very important. I need to know, I need to understand if you got this point. I put a little bit of shadow. Ok? Ok, perfect. Bravissimo. Bravo, bravo Syed. Now, look at this. When this is this way, okay? Side, it's on our right hand. As you can see, the minor axis of that wheel, you see, it's going to the right vanishing point, that one. Ciao Facundo! Thank you very much. Thanks. Now, the question is, Syed, what happens when I turn it, when I do that way? Because that's where some people get the mistake, because they know how to do one side and they don't know how to do the other side. But it's very simple. There you go. If it's on the left, if it is on your left, your side view, the wheel minor axis will go to the opposite vanishing point, the right one. Left, right. You get it? In fact, there you go. left, right, vanishing point reference for your ellipse, left one, left, right, opposite. If you do on your left, your side view to have your perspective that way, left, right, vanishing point as a reference for your minor axis of your wheels. And that's how you do. I think that this way, if you remember that, this little trick that I try to use to explain the rule, that would be a lot easier for everybody to remember, the opposite, right and left, left and right. So a lot of people make a big mistake, and I will show you the mistake that you guys don't have to make. Okay. The mistake is this one. They take the major axe with the minor axe vertical and they point it over there to the right vanishing point. That's a big mistake. Can you see that your wheel is like a potato? Look, can you imagine this car like that? It would go like whine, 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 whine. Can you imagine? This car would do like that. Okay, you got the point. So that's a big mistake. Another mistake that I saw also. In top view. Top view. The perspective is right, but then when they put the wheels, they do this. With the minor axe that is going off. It's impossible. This is another mistake. Minor axis going to the opposite vanishing point. Always. Okay. All right, Kumar. Thanks. I hope that the joke was very nice for you. Okay, so just to check again. Today Sharma gave us the sketch, okay? And he asked me to make a sort of a critique, and I explained that there were a few mistakes, okay? So we took his sketch and made just a quick tracing, trying to fix all those mistakes. Now it looks pretty much okay, including the background, okay? But Sharma said also that, yeah, but sir, you made a car that is a little bit too tranquil, I want to do something a little bit more muscle car, sporty. So I retraced it and made this one that doesn't look a little bit more muscle car, etc. But now what I would like to do with you is to show you some details, that make a car a muscle car. Okay? Some details, okay? I'm not, well, I'm glad you guys are laughing. That's good. Thank you, Michelle. Oui, merci. It's the video that shows how you turn the wheels. So, if I have a front fender, okay? This is my wheel. I can have a sort of so if this is my wheel, okay, this can be my fender. This is my wheel well, okay? And then I can have my fender in this way, so that when I have my hood, I have this section. You see? This one. Because that way I pick up the light. Then you can design, you can sketch that section the way you want. But the most important thing is then that here it's like making a sculpture. And then here I have the other part of that reflection. Here it's core, like that. Okay, can you read the shape? Evil, ciao, hi Luciano, I'm from France. Well, bienvenue sur ma chaîne. And I am at Strat College first year. All right, that's very nice. I wanted to thank you a lot for all your videos and live streams. Really cool and so instructive. Thank you very much, Inville. If you are from Strat College, I was in Strat College, I don't know, 4 years ago maybe, to give few lectures. Please tell your friends to come and check my channel, okay? Maybe we get more people from France, some of your classmates, okay? Maybe they are interested, because I'm teaching a lot of things that sometimes teachers today don't teach anymore. And because I don't know if you know, Evil, but I have been a teacher for many years, other than just a design or a design manager. So take advantage, okay? Subscribe to the channel, and I hope that you will enjoy this channel, okay? So thank you for making a little bit of promotion, all right, to my work online. Just in case you guys need, I have also an online private course, okay, about sketching cars. Okay, this is one. Now I'll show you another one. Wait a moment. Now look, when I make my side view and I want to make a muscle car, first of all, I don't lower this rocker panel too much. I don't, because it's not realistic. You know very well. Thank you, Emil. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. So what do? I lower the top of the car, because here, if I go too low and I don't lower the car, I'm gonna have a massive proportion that in reality is a bad proportion. So the best way to fix that is to start correctly the DNA of this sports car. So first of all, this is the center. I will be always around this much, you see, lower, okay? Then I put the wheels on the other side, and then I put a little bit of wheel well, even if sports cars don't have much, because suspensions are kind of rigid, all right? And then I will put something that will show the muscle thing. So I draw my two big reflection lines, okay, to make sure that I have a good proportion and that it looks like it's really like a muscle, big muscle, you know? So that's the first thing. So I make this lower. Then I make this a little bit bigger here. Then I'll just do that. You see, I'm still making modifications, huh? I'm still modifying. You see, now it looks better. Make the big wheel a little bit bigger. Also this one. You see? Okay, so you see, now that I did that, what do? I need to work the lower part to make sure that it doesn't look too big, you know, all this. So I break that section so that I get a surface. If I make a section here, that will do a little bit of that. You see? That comes in, goes inside. It's all that section there. This is the shadow. Okay, I go a little bit fast. Anyway. Now, as you can see, this is 1 point perspective. Huh? So it's a perspective. That's why I'm putting the wheels into the other side in perspective. I am putting that line a little bit like that because it's perspective. It's not horizontal, okay? It's inclinated going through the vanishing point. Okay, so this is the main shape, but what I'm missing now, it's a little bit of the seduction of reflections and shapes. So first of all, I put a sort of air intake. Okay, so we have the air intake. Now we have all this that will be round, you know, nice and around. So if I draw the reflection before doing that, I need to fix this one. Because the reflection will be here, will come down, and then will come up again. And I will show you because it's gonna be really nice. Look, I go very fast. Imagine that this is my marker reflection. And then, of course, what's happening here, there is a transition of the surface that is going inside to make the air intake. So here it's in shadow. And here, little by little, you know, I'll pick up the light. I have to go. Ciao, Patricio. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you. Okay, no problem, Patricio. Just contact me via email. You have my email, and we can move on from there. No problem. So now I go and make this more in shadow. This one too. This part. Okay. And then also this one. Okay. So this also is a part of reflection of the back fender. Okay. Little correction. Little correction. Can you see the reflection? So we have a big, front fender, okay, round, that goes inside this big cylinder. And then when it comes to the back, it becomes all spherical. And that's what's happening. It's the union between those two or three big surfaces, okay, shapes, that will generate, those interesting reflections. I should do this in color. Okay, so now we can do a little bit of graphics, okay? Of course, the center is inside here because of perspective, okay? Don't forget that. And then we can take the same graphics that Sharma just did so that we can see how it's gonna look. I put the shadow, and then we do dark the inside, the graphics, the holes. And that will help to understand better the whole shape. You see? Okay, so Sharma, I hope that this demo can help you in understanding, some criteria, some things to use to make a muscle car, Okay, a little bit of shading, sky, sky. Okay. So how you feel? What do you think? Do you like it? By the way, I don't know if you have been sketching. I hope so. Okay, so now that we did all those exercises, okay, we can just change. Here we are again, okay. So this was a very busy sketching, live sketching. Very nice. I would like also let you know that there have been so far 82 people connected, okay? Not 82 at the same time, but 82 different people that have been connected to this live streaming about sketching cars and helping you guys in sketching better your cars. So I hope that you liked this rendezvous, okay, that we had. There is something that I don't see here, but please write down if you have some comments, okay? Write in the comments because this way I can answer to your questions. Yes, Sharma. Ciao Luciano. Ciao Manik. How are you? We are almost at the end, so just in case you want to watch this video, we worked a lot. We did a lot of sketching. Patria, thank you very much. Thanks. And you can watch this video again, but you have to go from the beginning to see all the things you have been doing that we did today, this evening, or maybe tomorrow when this video will be fully available to everybody after the YouTube process. Okay, thank you so much. Excellent. Thank you very much, Obscars. Thank you, Michel. Ok, Michel, je suis très content. C'est bien. I really hope that whatever I have to say can help you guys, and girls. Just in case you want to offer a coffee, super sticker, super chat is there. The buttons, you can offer me a coffee. And just in case you don't, it's okay. Just put the like and subscribe to the channel. This will help a lot, this channel. Okay? And that's it for today. To Prismacolors or Faber-Castell. Invil, Prismacolors and Faber-Castell are the only pencil that I use. So either two, they are very good, really. Now I'm using Faber-Castell because it is easier and just slightly cheaper to have them to draw. But I have also the full set of Prismacolors here with me. And maybe you could buy a full set of Prismacolors to have all the colors. And then do like I do, buy just the blue pencil or the black pencil or the red pencil from Faber-Castell. I buy 5, 6 at the times until I finish them. And then I make an order again. I do this on Amazon. Alright? That's the way I do. Okay, good, great. So, thank you very much for being with me. Happy New Year to you again. I really hope that this 2023 for all of you, it's gonna be a fantastic year. For those that start, you like Inville, that is his first year in school at Strat College in Paris, but also for those that are ready, to go away from school, because you will get graduated this year. So just in case you need some help about sketching, and you feel that you would like to test and try with me a little bit of online course in sketching cars, you can just contact me on Instagram. For those that are not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram, because Instagram chat, it's the best way to get in contact with me, much more than Facebook or email. Okay, the chat I check every day, and you can contact me on via chat, and I will explain to you how it works. My online course, that is very, I would say, it's working pretty well. I'm not expensive at all. Then, just in case you would like to buy my ebooks, don't forget that you have this option going at lulu.com, or you can ask me in chat and I will tell you how to do. Okay, if you are member or new member, not subscriber but member, which means that you pay a fee per month about this channel, then you have the rights of 50% discount on each of my published ebooks and ebooks to come. Okay, so if you're a member, contact me via email. You probably already read the instructions, or via chat. Tell me who is your name, who are you, so that I can find you in the list of my YouTube channel members. All right, and then I will, of course, I will give you the 50% discount on my ebooks. Okay, thank you very much. I really hope that you enjoyed, and we will meet here again next week at the same time, 5:15 p.m. Okay, between 5 and between 5:30. It's more strategic. All right. I hope that this timing is great for you, and we will do something else. I don't know if we will be sketching or if we'll have a design talk. Just in case you have a specific drawing that you would like to correct, send it to me via chat on Instagram. If you have a specific request about a topic to talk about during our design talk, once again, write it down. Okay, write it down in the chat of Instagram, and I will elaborate something to talk about thanks to your suggestion. Okay, Patriot, I'm going to check right away your messages. Okay. Ciao Mohamed, ciao to everybody, grazie.